Alright, let's begin the finale. I am excited. Oh wait, we're going back to the Express. Where did we end off? We ended on talking to Firefly, right? For the Trailblazer anyway. 12 system hours until the Charmony Festival.
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by TikToks. After 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Oh, Boothill and Dan. Okay. Alright, Pom Pom, it is your time to pop off.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Yeah, Boothill ran into his worst enemy, the receptionist.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Okay.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Yeah, man. What's with all the hostility, man? Yeah, just pointing a gun at him? Yeah, sure, man.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boothill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Yes, sir. Dude, he looks so good, man.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
Fair point.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
I mean, you've boarded the train without permission, and you're holding someone up at gunpoint. You could make a case for it.
It probably is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Gonna have to bring out your IL form.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings.
I just love this pose he's in, man. What a giga Chad.
Of course. I know you won't believe me. Which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless.
Brother, I'm on the train with the conductor.
See the bullets in this gun? 9mm. An eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head.
Okay, hold on a minute. What do you mean by that? Calling Pom Pom an imposter? Don't get me wrong, I think Pom Pom's suspicious, but care to elaborate?
I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Man's fed up.
Recognize this?
That's from the Zhenzhou, right? Because I remember that Jin Yuan gave him something that gives him the ability to call the whole Zhenzhou. I didn't think they were going to use it so soon, because I thought they were going to use it when they were fighting, like, Nanook.
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus Allying Oath. The Zhenzhou really gave this to you guys?
Muddle Fudger. Okay, dude.
Model fudger?
Now roll with it, Pom Pom.
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Zhenzhou Luofu's general.
Yes, sir.
Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Zhenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express.
We got the connections, man.
Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo.
The sound effects, man.
And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
Okay, it would be like 10 times better if he could swear, but I'll take the fudging.
Now it's your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie.
Alright, my guy, show it.
Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way.
Oh?
Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
Okay, we're getting some Galaxy Ranger lore.
And why would I play along?
Because, Dan, we want to learn more. Go with it.
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
This is a good opportunity.
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Oh, my friend. This question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with.
It's just like a bunch of solo people, right, doing their own thing. With like the same goal, pretty much.
Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more precarious.
I mean, it was a tough question, I will admit.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line.
If I remember correctly, their bottom line is just doing what they think is good, I think.
Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person.
You know what? I respect it. Because I think he's targeting Acheron because she said she's someone that shouldn't exist. I think that's what he said anyway.
As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking.
Oh, there you go. If you've ever bullied someone, you know, you called them a bad name, Boothill's coming for that.
And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Okay.
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
Couldn't get past the receptionist.
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
I mean, wasn't it a challenge for even us to get in because we wasn't on the guest list? Oh, actually no, he'll probably just use Dan's identity since Dan stayed on the train. But then how is Dan gonna get in? I mean, he'll just probably break and...
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Only one.
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony right now.
A son of a nice lady. Yeah, dude.
My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
I mean, look, Black Swan and Acheron seem to have something going on. I'm guessing he's talking about Black Swan here anyway. Might not want to trust that information fully, alright? We've seen what those two are kind of doing.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Think it as such?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
Oh.
That's impossible.
Shut it down very quickly.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
So is that what he meant when he said that she shouldn't exist? Because being an emanator of nihility is kind of like this grey area, so to speak. Who knows?
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance. And that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Oh, okay. It's probably because like no one actually knows how it works. Okay. I think because how it works is you either become a self-annihilator, which is when you lose your sense of self when you step into IX's shadow, or you keep your conscience and you become a Doctor of Chaos, which is probably what Aventurine is going to become. So I think that's how it works anyway.
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow.
Foreshadowing? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that Acheron is gonna turn on IX, because I think we saw it in the Married Celestia trailer already when she slashed at IX. I feel like she's already against it.
I had the good fortune of running into an Elation emanator.
Oh.
Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Even in the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding.
Okay.
To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
Your man's got some points. I mean, because we know there's two versions of nihility emanators, so it just ain't common knowledge, it seems.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger.
Nah, we're good.
It's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them.
I thought he said something different there.
Fast. Pretty harrowing. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true.
Honestly, forgot Pom Pom was here.
And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
Yeah, I still actually don't know what Acheron wants. Because we know she's going after the Watchmaker's legacy, but what she intends to use it for? Probably to go against her own path, maybe? Sunday. The all-loving... Yeah, right.
I don't intend to do anything.
Alright, sidekick. Also, admiring your own work, I respect it.
That's not up to you.
Hello?
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams
Sunday.
for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
Okay, so Sunday is watching, but I don't believe this is Sunday speaking. So this is someone possessing someone else.
Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence.
Yeah, my guy, I don't know why you're pulling up all these NPCs on Acheron, because ain't gonna do nothing, Chief, I'm just saying.
But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed.
Looks cool, though.
Died with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
Yeah, but again, it just looks cool. Who cares about a big screen? I want to look at a massive, gigantic slash.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
Based, alright.
That's not the point.
Bro, I love Acheron sass so much, dude.
Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet.
Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace.
For the sake of Penacony, oh yeah, sure. With all the other sussy things you're doing, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure there's someone like above Sunday that he, you know, he takes orders from. And then there's, you know, the harmony.
The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Says who?
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us.
Ooh.
It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others.
She's got a fair point.
Penacony's dream master.
That's it.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
I mean, realistically, what are you gonna do? She could wipe out all these people in like 2 seconds.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
Ah, controlling people. What lovely peace.
We are one.
My guy, what do you plan to achieve here?
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
Yep, like 90% of the family is corrupt.
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
Wow, a massive hive mind. Yep, I would rather not be a part of that. That sounds awful. So I'm guessing the Dream Master is the boss that we saw in the 2.2 trailer, since he was controlling a lot of people.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
Yes.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
It ain't gonna work, my guy. Well, I personally don't know how strong he is. He might be really strong.
If you think you can.
Oh, based.
Are you threatening me?
I think she's just making a very valid point.
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat.
God, I love Akron, man.
Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
She's so badass, man.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
God, water went down the wrong way. I mean, she's already severed the power of preservation, and she can also cleave off the harmony's power, so sure, I would love to see that.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
Alright, bet. Honestly, he might succeed here since, you know, since he has control of the dreamscape, but might be a bit of a fight.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will.
She's so base, dude. Yeah, that's facts. And then you've just got Sunday listening to all of this.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
I feel like she has a motive though, since she is still going after the Watchmaker's legacy.
A wise choice.
My guy, she would clap everyone here.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river.
I mean, if we're talking about Penacony solace, like, it's not something I would want because it literally brainwashes you into never feeling sad. Like, you lose all your dreams and ambitions for exchange of happiness.
Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility.
Alright, you continue to talk that talk, man.
And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all.
I mean, but she's a good person, innit? I mean, it might be a little bit biased since she's nice to us, but again, I feel like she's trying to go against nihility. Since we have the foreshadowing from Boothill, I don't know, there's a lot we don't know. And then she's going after the Watchmaker's legacy.
Acheron. A befitting name.
Can we get some context on that?
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony.
Fair point.
Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
What's up, Sunday?
Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Yeah, making that point. I mean, but that also means that he has control over Sunday as well, right? So that also means that Robin's in... Oh, talking about Robin. At the same time, Golden Hour...
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Whoa. Okay, so this is happening right after Acheron slashed. Okay, so what happened to everyone else? Did everyone else just get dragged into the, like, the middle ground? Like that hidden pocket space?
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Robin?
Hmm? Yeah, what about it? Oh, Miss Robin! Am I seeing things right?
She's alive.
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Because at this moment, Robin now knows about the truth of the family, right? Like their dark secrets. So she's also returned now. Unless this isn't Robin in the first place. Who knows?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
They were yellow, weren't they?
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Ah, there you go. Cover it up.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
I'm not crazy, man.
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked.
Yeah, that seems about right. Stuff being leaked.
Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Okay, I'm expecting raining chips in the final cutscene.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
I keep waiting for the drop to happen, but it's on repeat, so it's never gonna happen.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
It is Sparkle. Okay. Okay, my guy, do not press this button. Penacony is gonna go up in smoke.
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. And there could be an unexpected treat in store for you.
God damn it, Sparkle.
Alright. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape.
Yeah, just giving detonators to everyone.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Robin, question mark. Yeah, dude. I think we already know who this is. Wait, let's see her talent.
Let the show begin.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's do 110 pole right now. Why not? Come on. Damn it. Okay, we'll do one more. Might as well. Alright. Nothing so far, but we'll continue later. Okay, I'm guessing this doesn't last forever. Oh yeah, this attracts enemies, doesn't it?
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void.
Oh yeah, when everything went black and white. I can't wait for the album.
The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality.
Smart move.
I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape.
I keep getting distracted, goddammit.
However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Who knows? Acheron's already made that statement of, yeah, you will all die if you want to go down that route.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem.
I mean, truth be told, I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of people there, right?
The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
Smart dude.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I mean, actual valid point.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
I mean, but my guy, you also get to see, like, cool fights. Seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations.
She actually is.
Assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, she actually is just giving out detonators to everyone. Based. Man's getting on. Come on. Sheesh.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Yeah, only a small mishap. Don't worry about it.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah, I feel like even someone new would still know Miss Robin, right? You've done no research, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
beg for mercy.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
No threats have been detected? I do not believe that for 2 seconds.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I'm sure you two can hold it off.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Go on.
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
I mean, from an outsider's point of view, yeah, certainly seems that way.
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
I mean, yeah, when you've got so many different groups, like you got the Masked Fools, you got so-called Galaxy Rangers, the IPC, the Astral Express, just all these different groups, you know, they ain't gonna mash well.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover.
Hey, put some respect on Aventurine's name.
Of course the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Man got a race, what you want about?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Yeah, I'm sure you two can handle the IPC.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help.
Here's a detonator.
This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
At least Sparkle's bringing the fireworks.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
Whoa. I mean, truth be told, it is a big button, right? I know for certain if this was real, someone would accidentally press it or press it just because they want to find out what it does.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
I'm sure it will. Okay, so I know last time I missed a lot of Aventurine's information in the quest description, so let's go through this whilst we still have the chance. Despite Aventurine revealing the family's dark secrets in Penacony to all at the cost of his own life, the countdown to the Charmony Festival continues thanks to operations of the family's united efforts. This is all thanks to you. As the temporary pride of the family, your every move from now on will affect the very beating heart of Penacony. It is time to do what you must, Robin. I love Sparkle, man.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar,
Oh,
Miss Robin!
No way!
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
You have fans everywhere, but okay.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse.
That's a very Robin answer.
Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
So what I want to know about is how did Firefly return so quickly after being stabbed? And why is Robin taking a lot longer? Unless it is just a place where you can return whenever you want, and she's waiting for the right time, because she knows as soon as she returns, she's going to be in danger again. Because maybe that part of Penacony, like in between, it's probably an area where the Dream Master cannot control her, since he has access to all the family members.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched.
Nah, trust, man, trust.
Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
You see everyone, but you're talking to a single guy.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Also, I respect this dude who's actually being smart. Annoying piece of shit.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
You're using your inside voice, right?
Miss Robin?
Nope.
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
I mean, we know Sparkle. She can't carry on being nice to everyone.
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
How did she do that?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family.
Okay, I'm not going to overlook that. How was she able to manipulate his memory? We know Black Swan is able to do that, but it's weird that Sparkle can also do it.
Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you.
Yep.
You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
I mean, it better be something good. Sparkle's hyping it up a lot. And back to the Trailblazer. Firefly time.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
Okay, we're going back to the real dreamscape. But how did you know we entered this place? Unless she's working with Misha, since we met Misha on our way here.
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter, Sam.
The amount of crimes you've done. Yeah, are you alright?
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you.
Yeah, well, you kind of got stabbed through the chest, you know. There's kind of all that going on. We would appreciate you tell us about that.
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils.
Before it killed me, but it didn't kill her here. This is the wrong scene, right? I mean, if it said it before it nearly killed me, I would understand.
So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel.
Smart. Okay, so if I get this right, there's 3 areas then. We've got Penacony, the real dreamscape, and then the Land of the Exiles, which I'm guessing is inside Death.
I intended to call upon Death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script, and I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
Which also explains why she said sorry.
It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality.
Okay, so I was right on this part. This was all Memoria.
But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Mm-hmm. Unless the Land of the Exiles is still the same place as the true dreamscape. Like, it's technically the same area.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. And then we got snatched up by Black Swan. Okay, yeah, so it seems like it is a place that you can return from pretty much instantly. Which I think I am right with assuming that Robin is staying there because she knows that she's safe from the Dream Master's control. And she's gonna return as soon as the festival starts.
And after all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one.
Oh, okay, so you've also met the others.
And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
Thank you, Firefly. I completely understand.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations.
Nah, I got it.
I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you.
And what is that final thing?
Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
Okay, let me go get some water first. Alright, I'm ready.
Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times.
Yo, is she about to kiss us?
3.
Imagine.
2. 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
Ah, nah, I don't like that. After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonate through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out with exceptional clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you, your hearts beating to the same rhythm, peacefully, and even more peacefully. There we go, confirmed. Same rhythm as Firefly. There's love in the water. Until in that quiet darkness, memories ripple into existence. That sounds like a fun experience.
I never knew you could do this.
Okay, Blade, hold on a minute. The man's got the drip. Also, Blade wearing a seatbelt? Never would have guessed.
Do you have a driver's license?
Nah.
I do.
Fair enough.
That is surprising.
Actually, yeah.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Oh, I'm guessing this was the Japella incident then, right? So was this before or after Firefly showed up and she exploded everything?
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
No, he's doing alright.
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
It's kind of sweet.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
I mean, you're kind of in a car with someone that wants to die. Probably not the guy you want driving, realistically.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
Okay, so this was before.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
And then we can also see the mark coming up. A long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to this silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Yes, sir. The Japella Rebellion.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
She's a killing machine.
I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
I mean, someone like Acheron can give Blade the death he wants, right? Because I'm pretty sure the only people that can kill Blade is an Emanator and above. So, Acheron can definitely do it.
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
You know what? Fair point. It's like what I said earlier. Yeah.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Yeah, just nod off a little bit.
Hey, don't take everything so seriously.
See, this is what I want more of. Just seeing like Stellaron Hunters just interact. It's always so entertaining. Especially seeing Firefly interact with them.
Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end.
Nah, we can fix that.
But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
I think we do.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place.
Oh.
In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation.
Okay, they already knew at this time that Duke Inferno was gonna get dropped.
That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
Yes, sir.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
This is so cute, man. That was a nice interaction. And we're back.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Well, my man. That voice just now.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
Yeah, because I think the thing that Sunday was trying to find out is why it was targeting people. So I'm guessing this place is like people that want to dream, but they also don't want to be brainwashed.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef.
Okay.
Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
Which we're also going to meet Sunday and Robin, which pretty nice.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Yes, sir. Like, Gallagher's a good dude. I'm still, like, fully convinced of that. Man's just trying to expose the truth.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
Because I'm pretty sure Gallagher's also working with Sparkle. That's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway.
Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
I'm ready.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Alright, we'll do another 10 pull for Robin as well whilst we're here. Come on, come on earlier. Nope. And, okay, we'll do one more. Why not? 40 pity. Nope. Here's to hoping I win the 50-50 though, when I do roll around to that. It is crazy to think how small Fushuan actually is. I mean, look at that. Look at the size difference.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
Nah, don't worry about it. So, why couldn't you reveal your true identity? Because of the script?
2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go.
So was that why she was able to meet up with us as Firefly at the beginning, since she wasn't technically Sam? That's what makes sense to me anyway.
That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly.
Cute.
And not Sam.
Yeah, go on a date. Yeah, it's alright. I didn't take it personally.
Thank you.
So, did the Stellaron Hunters also want a piece of the legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. And to you.
Okay, interesting. We actually might get some Trailblazer lore.
Elio's
That's big.
scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
AKA, we're built different. So, who exactly is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about?
Yep.
Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
Sick, dude.
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
And that sounds absolutely miserable. Alright, let's talk later.
The timescale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep, and you could get lost in this memory zone.
Okay, so maybe that explains why Robin's taken so long to get back then. We're getting into time shenanigans now. Alright.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so Acheron's Blade Slash. You think you can handle that?
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected.
Because I know that the preservation power was severed. Does that also mean our power to the preservation was severed? So do we currently not have access to our lance?
Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
So, what are your thoughts on Big Up Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons.
I'm guessing the Dream Master.
But this is precisely where the problem lies.
Ooh, actually.
You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the Watchmaker?
So maybe Mikhail was one of the people that went against the Dream Master, and Mikhail was one of the exiles. So maybe Mikhail succeeded in getting rid of the Dream Master's body, but he had somehow manipulated the family and was able to control them all. He was able to use that against Mikhail and get rid of him. Maybe.
And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
So regarding Firefly and the crew,
before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information.
Can she come aboard?
Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate. But she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer.
100%.
And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
Yeah, let's call it a day.
I hope you've regained a little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Yes, sir. Okay, so there is some people that are like...
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Yeah, you good, my dude? I'm liking the vibe of this place, though. There's a clock and 2 tall towers. Alright, you have no idea what this map is trying to tell you. Who knows? Okay, well, there's an arrow pointing to there, so I'm guessing there's treasure there. He's a happy dude.
Hi there, friends from a distant land. I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is right here. Let's say we go treasure hunting.
Okay, actual good information, thank you. Oh, look at that. So I'm guessing we're gonna see Clocky here then. If I quit drinking, will she come back? Hey, Godspeed to you, brother. I wish you well.
What a huge Clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
I'm good, dude. Spreading his legs as well. What a view. Whoa, so high. Wait. Hold on a minute. We could investigate something for a split second there. I'll keep a mental note of that.
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the Dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach.
This is definitely a place where the Dream Master cannot control Sunday or Robin.
The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful Dream.
Well, it's still a vibe I like, though.
When I first saw it, I was in awe, too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes.
And you just got like Clocky presenting it. I don't know if I'm remembering right, but in Robin's trailer, didn't she jump across here?
What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection.
Well, I'm guessing this was the place that Mikhail made.
But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Finally.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Okay, but why are you saying it like this? I don't want to be separated.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
No.
In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Separated once again.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Yeah, we get big up Gallagher though.
Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to.
Is it Mikhail in the corner? So maybe people can see Mikhail here? Because I'm still pretty sure no one actually saw Mikhail when we were in Penacony. But maybe here he's also visible.
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yes, sir. Yep, I saw him right away.
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy.
Oh, never mind.
How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream.
Okay, so they did see him in the hotel. That's confirmed. Gotcha.
We'd better check, just to be sure.
Still can't see Clocky though, can he?
It is perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Good for you, mate. Everyone's just chilling in trash cans, man.
Huh? You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Yeah, is that all you are? Just the bellboy? I don't believe so.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Okay, so he can also see Clocky.
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
So I'm guessing Clocky is visible here, then. Oh yeah, also, Mr. Yang, you're still young at heart.
Your, memory zone meme?
I forgot about that. He may be old now, but he's still young at heart. I respect it.
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here.
Interesting.
How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
Is that the name for death?
So, this is your home?
Also, who's your grandpa? That's what I want to know.
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Okay, so Sleepy is the name for death. Gotcha.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
This description, could it be...
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Sleepy, though. What a name.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and
only a little bit.
Messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
Because Gallagher is targeting certain people with death, or well, Sleepy, which I'm guessing he was saving them from the Dream Master's control, since he went after Robin and Sunday. Who knows?
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Which one is that? Sunday or Robin?
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Yes, sir.
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
Okay, so Gallagher's currently talking with Sunday. Gotcha.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
One's quite reserved, the other one is very loud.
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place. And it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream, but its safety is unmatched.
I believe it.
How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions.
Sick.
And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Sounds good.
She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
Alright.
Alright then, we'll follow your plan.
I was about to say, was that the same children in Robin's trailer, but it most likely isn't.
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony.
That's sick,
As
by the
for
way.
the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
I mean, yeah, it was Gallagher that was behind it all, but...
Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him one way or another.
He did it for a certain reason.
Say, you mentioned before that you saw a Clocky that only you could see, right?
Indeed. Yeah, he was with Misha at the time. You also saw him, Mr. Yang.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Hey man, sometimes that's how it is. Or it could just be the case that Clocky is visible to everyone here. Who knows?
Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Yeah. Oh, this is the two towers in it. I guess the arrows were just pointing to this chest.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
Does look pretty sick.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria?
Sure.
Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Because we know that memoria was dug up by prisoners. That's kind of how the dreamscape started. So maybe this is like the origin of that.
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Who?
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below.
Oh.
My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything.
Well, that's pretty good news, isn't it?
Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
Yeah, then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching.
Okay, yeah, but truth be told, there's still a lot of people here. I don't think this news has got around.
See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely.
Interesting.
But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side.
I'm guessing it's the Dream Master doing that?
By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
What a nerd.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Nah, we'll win. Which would be the worst case scenario because that means the Dream Master would have control over everyone.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before.
Oh.
Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
Ah, so she's a conspiracy theorist. Okay. The eclipse is gonna cause so much disaster. Whoa. It's the end of the world.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
But also, never discredit a crazy person's ramblings in fiction.
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Yeah, give us some more law dumps.
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
Maybe another member of the Nameless, then?
Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind.
Interesting, okay.
I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of memoria.
Sounds like a pretty big achievement, though.
I felt it. The source is in... the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
So I'm guessing that's the family's dark secret then?
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
Oh yeah, it was one of the nameless mentioned by the conductor. Okay, so I was right.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war.
Oh, damn.
She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
So she was there at the very beginning then. Ah, interesting.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Oh, there's Match.
Let me go!
Match, what are you doing?
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Yeah, you trying to extort him, Match?
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip?
There we go, that's Match's true identity. She's a ghost.
Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
So the question is, can Match seek Lucky?
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Okay, so maybe the people that get confused when they come here are the family members. And I wonder if that has to do with them being somewhat, like, controlled by the Dream Master.
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
You're still alive, mate.
Well, this is how it turned out.
Now you shall pay respect to Match 7th Ghost of Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
I mean, fair enough if you thought that. Like, just seeing that creature come at you and then stabbing you through the chest. Yeah, makes sense.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
Yeah, well, there's the midlife crisis, I guess. Now, what's wrong with sleeping in dreams?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
No.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Well done, Match. Oh. Oh. Damn, okay, he was actually right. What is that?
What do you want?
It gave it physical weakness.
It too shall fall.
Easy.
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
Rest in peace, mate.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Used to, innit?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call.
Fair enough.
But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
Nah, just put him on the bench next to the drink.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Sure, I guess.
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Well, that's because it is, Match.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Sure, let's rock with that.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
Friends.
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
Yeah, definitely not a person that we kidnapped.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him.
Sick.
There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Yeah, I'm still wondering what is the certain rule that that makes death come for someone. Oh, sleepy.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Fair enough.
This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
Seems like a pretty good ability, though.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin.
Ah.
She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
That would make a lot more sense.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right.
There you go, March.
If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Yeah, she's a little bit slow, but she got there in the end.
Misha's about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems.
Yeah, going back to what the Bloodhound said. Oh yeah, there's no stowaways in Penacony. Yeah, because they're all here.
I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived.
Interesting, okay.
I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
So I was right earlier that this was the original, like, place that was created.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himiko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
Yes, sir.
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
She's within sight, March.
So that's how it is.
Damn.
I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
That man's built.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Mika. Quite a similar name.
Himiko, here they are.
It's great to see you again, Himiko.
Oh, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
Saw, dude.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
Okay, Matt, if Himiko is talking to him and they're exchanging information, then yes, of course he's gonna know us.
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes.
So I wonder who isolated them. It was rather the Dream Master or it was the Watchmaker. I'm guessing the Watchmaker is the one that did it.
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Sick name.
Gravekeeper?
Yeah, sick title.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
Fair enough, I guess.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the Sweet Dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
Hey, you know what? I can respect that job.
So, guardian of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
Basically doing what Mr. Yang's doing for us. Huh?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to?
What was that?
We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
Alright, what happened here? I think it was just people being weird.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there.
Fair enough.
But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Will it be a natural character, or is it gonna be a NPC again? It's rather gonna be Robin or Sunday, or Gallagher. Oh, it is Robin. Okay.
There she is.
Hey.
It really is her! Miss Robin!
We get to see the real one this time. So, since we're next to her, Let's do a pull. 50 pity. Damn it. Hey, we got the new light cone though. 60 pity. Come on. Nope. Alright. 70? Please don't make me go to 80. Alright, there we go. Come on. Please. Come on, Robin. Do not screw me over here. Please don't make me go to hard pity. Anything but hard pity. I want to save my Stellar Jades for Boothill and Firefly. Okay, Hanya. Leaving it until the very end. There we go. Another 50-51. Easy, dude. We win those, man. God, I can't even remember the last time I lost the 50-50. And pretty much 29k Stellar Jades are left over. Not bad. And then we've pretty much got 30 tickets here as well. So we're good to go. We're fine.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
What, children singing?
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives.
Now we know this is the real Robin. It's actually genuine.
Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
So that is a lot different from the people in Penacony then. The people that want to cling on to dreams and escape reality.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family.
Yeah, I mean, respect to all of them, really.
If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength.
I like how they're comparing this to a bird, though. Especially with Robin being here.
Me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
Interesting,
I'm
alright.
glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry,
surprising.
Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality.
Which is the healthy thing that people should be doing. But then you've got people that are just so blinded by the dream and they want to just escape reality forever.
But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic.
Hey, respect to all of them, man.
You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
That's the mindset.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
So what I want to know about, does Sunday and Robin even know about the Dream Master's ability to control them? Well, Sunday probably knows now since he was looking in through his bird. Does Robin know that?
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's great to see you.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Most likely.
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away.
Came under Harmony's power.
I thought it was a temporary ailment. Perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana.
So I'm guessing she was targeted by the Dream Master then? Like she was silenced? And then Death came in to save her.
But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
I mean, with what we've been hearing from everyone, yeah, it was pretty obvious.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond.
And that's probably why she was targeted then.
Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here.
Interesting, okay.
The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Okay, so I'm guessing she found out what the certain rule was to summon Death, Sleepy, and she used that.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
Because a certain someone's power doesn't reach here.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream.
I mean, it makes sense if this was like the original, like, place that was created. Or one of the first places created, even.
It's regrettable. But the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream.
Yes, sir.
This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
So pretty much ZP saw what was happening and was like, alright, you don't deserve my power, and just started taking it away from everyone. But since learning the truth, she's kind of worthy of the harmony's power again, I'm guessing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin?
Yeah, the Dream Master.
Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
Interesting, okay.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something.
Or maybe a Stellaron is influencing the Dream Master and is controlling him. And that's kind of what made him go so wild and wacky.
Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer.
Let's hear it.
I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh, fair enough. So what, who's gonna take that place? Sparkle? 11 distant hours until the Charmony Festival.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Aww, that's adorable.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove.
Indeed it does.
But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This is wholesome, man.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
So this is what Robin's design was based on. Okay.
Okay.
like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
Lives with you now.
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
And then it's symbolizing how Robin is, you know, being trapped in a cage. I see.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Facts.
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert.
I don't know, man. It's his kind voice, but I ain't trusting that.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
See, the man just sounds suspicious, doesn't he? Oh, poor little thing. It's that kind of voice, you know?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Yep, that's all you needed to hear.
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
I mean, Robin has wings as well, so does that mean she can fly? That would be sick to see.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
Don't know why that reminded me of Datari. I'm nothing but a scholar.
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Hey, natural selection, Chief.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
Alright.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars.
So is that the same lights that we saw in the in Robin's trailer when she jumped between the gap and we saw the lights coming off her? If so, that's cool.
We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Evolution, baby.
Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air.
Yes, sir.
After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
Getting a lesson in evolution. Didn't expect that today.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
I think there's also lyrics about flying in the second song, right? In Robin's Ultimate. Still haven't, like, fully listened to them.
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
Go on.
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
Jesus, man. I mean, yeah, that's one way to see it, I guess.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
Just let it be, man. Take care of it and let nature do its thing.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because...
Yeah, it's pretty much what he's doing to Robin.
I want it to live. No matter what.
That was a very cool way of showing all of that. I really like how they did that.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
So pretty much Robin wants to be free and spread her wings, whilst Sunday wants to keep her in a cage because he wants her to live, and he doesn't want to see her die. Okay, I see you, Hoivers.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
Gopherwood.
And what might that be, my son?
He's just too creepy, innit?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Just depends how you see the world, I guess. Rather you let nature do its thing, or you just trap them in the cage and strip away their freedom.
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Time to wake up.
And we get to see the conversation between these two. Wakey wakey.
Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask.
I mean, it's nice he cares, but again, it's like stripping away someone's freedom is like, and trapping them in a cage. You know, you have to be careful with it.
Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
I mean, I think it was more than a dagger, but okay.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
He's so aggressive, my guy. Calm down.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
I mean, yeah, again, he was targeting certain people.
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades.
Is his audio, like, slightly different? Like, before it felt a lot more, like, impactful, but I don't know if it's just maybe, like, an error on maybe the audio mixing. Who knows?
I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
Because an enemy of an enemy is a friend.
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I think he only cares about Robin.
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
I mean, also fair enough, I guess.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
There you go.
Show me Robin first.
Just see her skipping about.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, you didn't plan that one right, did you?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
I love Gallagher, man.
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
Miss Firefly's mad.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
Yeah, everyone's not in the shadow anymore. Everyone's actually on the stage. Moments later. Alright, well, what are you up to?
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
I can't read this language.
Rosalina and... Tiernan.
The previous nameless, okay.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time.
Alright, but in respect on the Trailblazers, I see it.
However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
So it's pretty much just come full circle.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
they've passed away.
According to Micah, they died long ago.
I mean, it was a pretty long time ago, wasn't it? So, makes sense. But why is there 3?
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned.
Unless the 3rd one's for Mikhail.
Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace.
I'd like to see him duel with Boothill.
In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Hey, I can respect it though.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
I mean, sometimes that's just how it is, you know?
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet?
That's what I want to know about.
Names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday.
I'm guessing it was Mikhail then.
Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Hello, Gallagher.
Robin.
Speedy Hams. What a name.
Brother.
There's no need for words. You're safe, and that's all that matters.
That's so cute, man. Alright, Gallagher, give us the answers, man.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
Yeah, sure thing, mate.
That
Sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family heads, the crew, and the Stellaron Hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Because the thing is, how I see it is that we're already getting, like, a bunch of different groups and factions together in Penacony. Because that just makes me excited to, like, maybe think about what we might see in the future. Because the fight against Nanook is going to be massive. Because it's pretty much going to be the equivalent of Endgame. Just seeing everyone that we've met show up and fight. Hopefully, anyway, that would be so hype.
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions.
Alright, give us all the law.
Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
Fair enough.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
The fictionologist. Okay, dude.
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
I mean, he is the minion of Egmata, or whatever it's called. Yeah, pretty much suits it.
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
So, does the Watchmaker's legacy even exist? Or maybe it does exist, but it's just not as grand as it's been hyped up to be.
Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
Hey, so there is a Stellaron here. Makes sense.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
Because when I first played through 2.0, I suspected it was Firefly that was corrupted by the Stellaron. But it's most likely the family or the Dream Master, so to speak.
You're totally correct. So,
Care to take a guess at what that means?
Someone is manipulating the Stellaron.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons.
Thank you, thank you.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island.
So maybe that's how he was able to like live on after his body was destroyed, because he made use of the Stellaron. But I don't know, man. I get it, like, we're special because, you know, we're the main characters, so we can use it well, but an NPC using a Stellaron doesn't seem like it's gonna work that well, you know?
To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
Interesting, so the dreamscape was created by a Stellaron. Oh well, the sweet dream anyway.
And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at.
And that's why he was manipulating everyone, or controlling everyone even.
In Asdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
So this is the form of this Stellaron, eh? To me, the Stellarons have always been like a very interesting things of like what they can manifest into. So now they're showing that Stellarons can like form into this sort of thing. Very interesting.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
Yeah, because it entraps people in a sweet dream.
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play.
What a great idea.
The Stellaron first entered the Asdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
Classic.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity.
So that's when the betrayal happened.
By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
Which that also makes sense why we were able to see the future then, right? Because we've seen it before when I think it was Bellabug we saw it, where we saw like a flash of the future and everything that happened. And we had that same exact experience when we entered Penacony, which is because of the Stellaron. Interesting, okay.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony.
Interesting, okay.
Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Yeah.
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed.
Makes sense.
It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland?
I mean, but isn't it a thing where Stellarons can never be truly sealed? But slowly the seal is like undone? It was gonna be a disaster either way.
It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
So pretty much the Stellaron was getting stronger from people's pleasures, and that's what's been leading to the collapse of the dreamscape. Seems about right.
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one.
Such a cool concept, man.
Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use.
Ah, so he created Sleepy.
Dormancy. That's its real name.
Oh, Dormancy.
We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So Dr. Ratio knew about its real name then, because that was in the letter that he gave to Aventurine. Real death is not the something in the dreamscape, but rather dormancy. So how did Dr. Ratio know about that?
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
Honestly, very smart.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
I mean, it's pretty obvious it's the Dream Master.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
I mean, some might view it as a legacy.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
Well, probably in that massive thing that we see floating around in Penacony.
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Oh wait, Dr. Ratio probably knows about it because Sunday told him about it. Because Sunday told Dr. Ratio about the Stellaron, and that's probably how Dr. Ratio found out about dormancy.
Go ahead. I'm sure Mr. Wings holds all the answers.
Is it just me with Gallagher's audio? Like, I think they just need to like turn it up a little bit. It sounds distant. I don't know if that's just me personally.
As I suspected, the core of this issue lies within the Stellaron.
Because the reason why I thought Firefly was corrupted by the Stellaron at first is because in 2.0, when we were on the rooftop, she was talking about her dream and it was like a barren wasteland full of like flames or something. I don't know. And that's kind of what like tipped me off in that direction. Probably remembered that totally wrong, but alright, Misha.
You all look quite serious. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, what is Misha's role? That's what I want to figure out, because I thought he was like the watchmaker, but pretty much like everyone can see him, so maybe he is.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
I can probably take a guess.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
Because I remember when you look at the theater from the balcony, you can hear like a harmonized voice or singing. But in reality, that might have just been the Stellaron.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Yeah, so much for the kind voice.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
It is little birdies doing the job.
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
Yeah, true. I mean, because if he confronted the Dream Master, he would have just been controlled, so...
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony.
How does it work then? Like, is it like, oh, if you're like born within the family, you are able to be controlled? Or is it the moment you enter the family through whatever means, you fall under the Dream Master's control. Or maybe I just understood it wrong, and maybe he can't control all of the family members, but that's kind of how I took it anyway.
But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause.
Yes, sir.
I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams.
I don't like how you said that. Take a step back, Sunday. Why'd you say like that?
As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony...
Hey, I'm just saying, not a good plan, alright? If he can control everyone in the family, you two are in danger. To be honest, Robin might be safe from it since she's immune to crowd control. But Sunday, on the other hand, probably not.
I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
Yes, sir.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark.
I mean, but you have access to like a massive-ass creature, you know? You can provide healing.
Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
With the people we've got here, we most likely can. We've also got, what, Acheron? Possibly Aventurine? I mean, the IPC's coming in with Jade. Yeah, we can easily handle this.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Ain't nothing to fear no more, we'll win. Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option. Going up against the Dream Master? Nah, I'll surrender. Peace was never an option.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more!
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Things are 100% gonna get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
I don't like this. Something bad is definitely gonna happen. Rather to Sunday or Robin.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
I'm more worried for Sunday because in-game, like gameplay-wise, Robin is immune to crowd control, so that makes me believe that she cannot be controlled by the Dream Master. But Sunday, on the other hand, different story.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Nah, we'll win.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
I mean, he is using the Stellaron, so we have to take that into account.
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Yeah, we just need Acheron, man. That's all we need.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
Huh?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now.
Thank you, I wasn't the only one.
Can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey.
Unless Sunday's already being controlled at this point. That might be the case.
You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Because in the flashback, Wood was like kind of questioning what Robin wanted. Like, oh, why do you want it to be free? Whilst with Sunday, he was like more kind of pressing and, you know, getting more out of him. Until Sunday came to the conclusion of like keeping the bird trapped in a cage. So maybe at that point, that's when he began to like manipulate Sunday. Who knows? Oh, the thing that was given to us by Aventurine.
Huh. I knew it.
So what did you need this for?
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
Sick. We were being stalked.
If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Hey, Aventurine's smart, man.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
It's just Aventurine, innit? Having someone like that on your side is a pretty big plus. You've got luck on your side at that point.
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check.
But yeah, like I said before in like 2.1, is the only scenario where I can think this works is that if the Watchmaker group, like Gallagher or the Watchmaker, works with the IPC, and they can, you know, both benefit from Penacony. And the family, let's just clean them out. Because if the family stays in charge, that's bad. If the IPC fully takes over, kind of bad, depending on which department is taking charge.
If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status.
He's good.
But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, yeah, Jade's already rolling up, so things are gonna pop off.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Yes, sir.
Spoken like a true hero.
Yep, that's well, alright.
Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Yeah, spill the whole beans, man.
Why would you say so?
Because everyone here is hiding a little something extra, you know?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tierney, so the only one left is legwork.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
Have we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves.
Unless, like, legwork is Misha's grandpa or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
I'm pretty sure she was, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Yes? Aw, you're making me blush with these flatteries. Keep them coming. Ha! Of course, my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer's supremacy.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
I mean, hey, we've been rolling with the galactic baseballer for quite a while.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink.
Also, what was with the pause here?
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze.
But Himiko said we've already met him, right? What does she mean by that? Unless she's talking about Clocky or the Watchmaker.
Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
I think a few things went over my head here.
Back here again.
Show us the secret text, Gallagher.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words.
Let's hear it.
Don't let us down, old man.
No. Cutscene?
What's happening?
Okay. So this was the secret it was hiding. That's probably what the map was trying to show us. Hey, yo. Sick, dude.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Damn, what a great resting place, though.
The first and last nameless of Penacony.
Okay, so Legwork was probably the Watchmaker then, right?
Mikhail Char Legwork, the Watchmaker.
There it is. Finally got the full name drop. So maybe this is Misha's grandpa then? Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in a garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into that endless, timeless dream, where no sound could ever waken him.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
Man looks kinda sick though. I mean, he's somewhat got like Misha's hair color, right? Also, the hat. This is the hat that the Trailblazer's wearing in the art piece.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless.
Alright, let's get it. Big law here.
After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
Let's get it. As the words cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. Touch the dream bubble in Mikhail's hand. In we go. You press your hand against the dream bubble, and the thick viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. Try to focus and capture memories. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think. Holding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet, before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of Trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on?
I don't know, use the Stellaron power. Can we do that?
Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
Unless this is like some weird life lesson. Take the hat though, the hat is cool.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected.
What?
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies an incomprehensible romanticism.
So pretty much mind empty.
That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Yeah, a sick hat.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved?
Okay.
There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
See, you're all thinking about the dream bubble. It's about the hat, alright?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything.
Based.
That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Nah, we'll figure it out. Also, I want to grab this bird.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store.
Referring to that thing as a pet is wild.
It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Oh, the dream memory that we bought. Oh, I remember. Okay. Oh, Boothill? 10 hours until the Charm Festival.
Hotel. How may I help you?
Yo, seeing these two together is weird, man.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
Again, like, we were struggling to get in because our name wasn't on the list. We were only able to get in because Sunday helped us out along with Aventurine.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Ah, don't worry about it.
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Heng, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Well, there was another change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pong Pong, a new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
I mean, it makes sense that Pom Pom would also have an invite.
He's my fellow Trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the Express, so he wasn't registered in your system.
He's struggling, man.
To accommodate him as well.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days.
Damn, they didn't even give Pom Pom an invite? Sucks, man.
Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions.
Ah, yeah. Bit of a problem there.
I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
We're in too deep.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the Dreamscape.
Yeah, who doesn't want to hear that information? Oh yeah, your friends are in the Dreamscape, but we're unable to contact them. This has never happened before. What a great thing to hear.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
Alright, take her out.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I mean, I think Welt was waking up anyway, right? Oh, he went to go, like, investigate, so...
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
There's always something, man.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution, then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
But anyway.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
Ah, classic. God, it's like trying to get into your Apple account, man. Dealing with that is... Ugh.
It seems so.
Your security sucks.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
I want the manager.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
That's not gonna work.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Mm-hmm. Man's got a valid point.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Hey, give me more Boothill, man. I love that.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Dan Heng seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space.
Oh, shit.
Stressing out about it won't help anything.
I mean, at least Boothill is caring. Hell yeah, dude.
Locked and loaded.
Sick.
Locked and loaded.
What's up, motherfuckers?
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be brainwashed. Woo!
Hey, you guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, being consumed by a Stellaron.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Alright, calm down.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event. How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era.
Bro, seeing Boothill interact with people is very entertaining.
Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival. I've been looking forward to it.
My guy, things are gonna go horribly wrong.
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
I'm sure they will.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain.
The man's sarcastic, I love it.
Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless.
Yeah, majority of the people in the reception probably ain't gonna get jack out of them. Motherfudgers.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival.
And plus as well, even if these people did know, they wouldn't reveal it anyway.
Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation and
The what
I don't
now?
want my trip to be ruined.
The Hayaii.
What do you mean?
Wait, you haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
100% smooth.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get anything out of these people. Good.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
Makes sense though.
Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Oh yeah, because she can't get in contact with Sunday.
Nope. I'm starting to wonder if sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not a good sign.
I mean, the moment she said, oh, we couldn't get in contact with them, yeah, that's a big red flag.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
That's kind of bad.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
You would be correct, my good sir.
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed VIPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
You ever robbed the IPC, bro?
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
Yeah, seems about right.
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them.
I want to know when Dan uses the caller, right, for the Jianzhou to call Jinyuan over. Or maybe the thing we saw in the trailer was just like a dream Jinyuan, you know?
They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
For good reason, though.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel.
Hey, he's got the setup. He's got the connections.
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
Yeah, that would have been a much easier plan to go with. I'm just saying, my guy.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry.
Makes sense.
That would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
Just run past in it.
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Take the floor, Boothill. Hello.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Hello, Dennis.
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
He is just gonna hold him at gunpoint, isn't he?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water.
God, I love him so much, man.
What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this how you treat your customers?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
No, let him cook, man. Let him cook.
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge. So
there you go.
Rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
The man knows what he's doing.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, Anderson.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Asdana's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
There's Asdana's name again.
Asdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Wink, wink.
No way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it.
Got
It
set
sells
up.
for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
Hey, we can buy it.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
I mean, you're going after Acheron, alright? They have something going for each other.
Then what should we do now?
No need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Oh, no ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
I mean, it would make sense why this guy has a lot of money.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Also gets him the most expensive drink.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's
Whoa.
classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
Nah, man, don't trust Soul Glad.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Did not expect this type of, like, friendship between them, you know?
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Does he look like a human to you?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
I'm really
Let's
enjoying
give the memo
Boothill.
keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
I'm hoping my voice can survive. My throat's starting to go again.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up.
There you go, you're on the right tracks now.
It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
True.
If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
I mean, we've gone through what, like 15, 16 hours of lore? Yeah, there's a lot to understand.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron.
What would that be?
As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish.
I mean, maybe it was the person that we saw in the flashback before Acheron sliced Aventurine. She was talking to like a man that we didn't see. So maybe that guy was a Galaxy Ranger and suggested it for some reason.
Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Maybe. I don't know.
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers.
What, and then Acheron just comes in and wipes them?
But that Acheron lady, She doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized.
100%.
She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And she's a little bit goofy at times, though, you know, getting lost.
And do you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Maybe it also has to tie into why she's looking for the Watchmaker's legacy as well then? Which, to be honest, since it's Acheron, she probably already knows that the Watchmaker's legacy isn't real. Oh well, she probably knows it's the Stellaron anyway. So maybe that's her goal then? She's trying to go after the Stellaron for some reason?
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual.
It's like the family didn't send out those invites.
Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
This is pretty much like a Paimon recap.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't and fudge, even break their own rules.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, Boothill's on the right track here. Like, people are using the Stellaron to, you know, do whatever it is they're doing.
But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
Or maybe the other thing that's inside Shipei, Aina. The Aeon that Shipei exorbited.
It may not necessarily be Shipei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers?
Yeah, so we know it's like the people using the Stellaron, but this talk is interesting, and I don't know if they're suggesting that that maybe a other Aeon is involved with it. But if that is the case, then maybe it is Aina or Ina, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
God, here's to hoping I can even make it through this. My throat is dying now.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Indeed.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
That's one way of viewing it.
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right.
It's about what you think is right.
It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them.
I mean, everyone's kind of gone through a lot on the Express. The only ones that we really don't know too much about is Himiko and Pom Pom. Like, we don't know how bad their past is. Like, we know that Match has like a whole void of her past missing, so something terrible probably happened there.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions.
Oh wait, no, we know that Acheron's leaving the Dreamscape, so they're probably going to meet up with Acheron here.
Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
Of course.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
I mean, it's kind of smart though.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier.
Which would be?
By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, Did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
Did you see someone that didn't look like an NPC?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
What a great plan.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Nah, you'll run into Acheron, you good.
Wait, are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
I love Boothill, man.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdana's White Oak you just ordered?
Oh, there you go.
Huh? Asdana's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
The memo keeper's here now.
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
We sure did.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note.
You're gonna be running into Acheron in like 5 seconds.
I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
Brilliant. What a troll, dude. One absolute troll.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
She does a little bit of trolling, doesn't she, at the end of the day?
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
She could have just said wait on the express anyway, right?
Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boothill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
It'll probably be Acheron. That's with Black Swan.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2.
No.
Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
Wait, her too? So there's 2 guests and Black Swan? Huh.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden.
True.
Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
That would be correct, Dan.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Heng. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boothill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Asdana's White Oak.
Didn't even drink it, but alright.
You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
I mean, there's 2 different guests here and Black Swan, so... Or maybe I just understood that wrong?
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan.
There she is.
And I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story...
She's good, alright?
I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What an entrance.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
She got what you wanted.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
My throat is dying.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
To be honest, there's a lot of stalking in Penacony alone. It's been a very common thing.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something?
I mean, Boothill, you really don't want to try it, mate. You really don't.
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
I don't think it's gonna work, mate. I really don't.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now.
Classic.
If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
Man, what is this? Why is he bent like that, dude?
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety.
I respect it.
I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
Okay. What, we're gonna go back to the Jianzhou, pick up Jin Yuan, come back? I'm down for that plan.
This passenger is requesting
a jump?
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help.
Yes, sir.
As for Boothill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you.
I can't take him seriously, man. I really can't. The way he's posed is way too much.
Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
Probably to the guy that she was talking to.
To return his relics to their rightful owner.
His relics, eh?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet.
I'm guessing she is talking about the guy that we heard.
So, how long has this rain been going on for?
Hey, it is him. We actually get a look at him, eh? This is a sick photo, though. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did.
I want to know what this is. I'm guessing this is maybe... unless it's just IX.
Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
Damn. As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in eternal mist, reaching out towards the sky one by one.
Well, let me share a story with you.
I would really like to know what he looks like, but I don't think we're going to be getting that.
Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans.
So I wonder if this umbrella is a relic of his as well.
And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Okay.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters. The obsessions of the Pathstriders.
Sin-thirsters.
They emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. Unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives.
The obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. So what? Basically saying that these people became too arrogant and that's what led them to their downfall? I don't know. When characters talk like this, it goes way over my head, so I do apologize.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions.
Ah.
A group of Galaxy Rangers.
So he was a Galaxy Ranger then.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence.
I respect it.
It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember.
Damn. So taking down a single Ravager caused that many deaths of Galaxy Rangers? Jesus, man.
The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility.
Nah, I respect that though. I do wonder what happened then. Did he just pass away from old age or what?
As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
I know, but it's one of those situations where they're still, you know, your companions, you know.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
Yeah, true. So I'm guessing a lot of what Acheron learned came from this guy. You know, he just kind of like provided her with a lot of knowledge after she kind of like lost herself to nihility.
I can help you.
Aww.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
That's sweet.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
So that's two of Acheron's goals that we know. She's trying to find the meaning behind nihility, and she wants to give the relics of this old man away.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
What, is this where he drops like, oh, this is where we should guide them back to the waking world, and that's where she picked it up?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer.
Fair enough, I guess.
What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world,
I would want someone to guide me.
someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
And that'll be Acheron, right? Back to Robin. 9 systems hours until the festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
The worst part of adulthood. Yeah, what's going on with Sunday?
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
Like, he's a good dude, yeah, but there's something weird about him. Again, I still think he's being controlled at this point.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor.
Oh no, what a disaster.
Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
Man, you dropped a plate.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
The man looks so bored.
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
My guy, you better not be lying here, because if you are, you're screwed. We already saw what happened to Aventurine when he lied.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
Yeah, the man just seems so tired of it.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Yeah, pretty much just repeating it all.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
Nah, man, yeah, screw this guy, man.
I see. Please, go on.
What a prick.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve.
Sure, my guy.
But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
Yeah, no shit.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Very forgiving.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family. Praise the harmony.
Next, please step forward.
Bro, I've got to respect his dedication to this. This would drive me insane.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
Okay, so this was before he became leader.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Yeah, bro's in that robotic state. He ain't even thinking.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a Robo-Ball game to catch, you know?
Bro, why did you even come here then?
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
Yeah, man's on autopilot at this point.
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh?
Careful there, mate.
Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself.
Treading on quite dangerous territory there, my guy.
Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
The man's probably just thinking about his sister, to be honest.
Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and don't make me regret my investments in you.
Sure, my guy, sure.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts.
Talking to Zipe.
Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes?
Bears.
Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Good question, I guess.
Brother? Brother?
Wakey wakey.
Brother, are you alright?
The man's doing a lot of dreaming, you know what I mean? Man keeps drifting off.
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts.
Fez.
But it'll all be over before we know it.
Again, still don't trust him. Something's happening. The man's on the edge of like mental breakdown at this point.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
I mean, that ain't gonna work, is it? Let's be real.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand.
100% sure he would understand, yeah. Let's talk to the guy that's using the Stellaron for whatever reason. That seems like a brilliant idea.
Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
Yeah, I know, but he can still control you. Maybe not Robin, but he might still be able to, I don't know.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
What does he look like, though? Is he actually going to have a good design, or is he just going to be like NPC design number 5?
Perhaps he'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Nah, probably not.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Oh, dear. It's Mr. Sunday! Hey! Come
Nah.
over here!
I'm good, my guy.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Thank you for everything you've done. I'll be waiting here.
Nah, well, don't leave them, please. I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky?
It's about the size
Oh god, here we
of
go.
the cap on my Soul Glad bottle.
It's so interesting. Wow.
If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
Yeah, you sure could, man. You sure could.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon.
You need some water, mate.
But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's holding a Stellaron, so that makes sense.
They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
One of those people, eh?
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Because the marketing worked.
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable.
Jesus.
It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
That sounds miserable, to be honest.
Is this truly living?
Nope.
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Nah, don't worry about it, mate.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
I don't know why. Every time like Sunday's just talking, it just seems like a threat.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
So why do some people not know about Robin, right? I feel like she would be very noticeable. Okay.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
Because the Stellarons got them in the grasp, man. And some people just want to escape reality at the end of the day.
The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
I mean, it is just kind of one of those topics where it's like, which side is right, you know? Some people would take any opportunity to live in a dream forever and forget about reality, whilst others be like, sometimes life sucks, but at least you're living.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak.
Okay.
However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
The man actually does have some points.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it.
I mean, yeah, again, he does actually have a good point here that, you know, a lot of people kind of, like, if some people can't live up to their own standards or other people's standards, they feel worthless and all, you know, all that kind of jazz. I get where he's coming from.
The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace.
But at that point, you're just trading in one bad thing for another.
No tragedies exist here. Only happiness. Although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Yeah, but that same paradise is sucking your memories and fueling probably a Stellaron. Also, Sunday might be a little bit too far gone.
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Oh, trust me, there is a lot of people like that here. I have talked to a lot of NPCs here.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
Like, 'cause so far, it's kind of been like a slow build-up. I'm just waiting for everything to hit the fan.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
Fair enough.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun?
Now you're starting to see the problems of the dreamscape.
Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
And then we bring in all the other people that have sold pretty much their entire life and their family just to afford a room.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss.
Yep, ignoring reality.
Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
It is crazy to see that this is how the Stellaron is affecting people. It's kind of like lured them in. It's disguised itself very well.
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Alright, bye. Starting to see how bad things are.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
You get hit with that depression, and then if one day you can't afford a room, you're pretty much screwed.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
See, Sunday, you keep saying stuff like that, man. It's weird. Stop.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Alright, my man. What about you? What will you say?
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Leave me alone.
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
Good for you.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
I mean, I guess, like, if you're at, like, end of your life, fair enough. Just being able to experience everything.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials.
Oof, those not sound like fun. But also going back to what I was saying earlier, as long as he doesn't have, like, any other family members he's leaving behind, I think experience your last part of your life here is fine.
And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments.
Jesus.
I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
See, this is kind of when I can understand why someone would, like, come here and then spend the rest of their life here. You know, you're at end of your life, you've been exposed to radiation, you've lost everything. I don't blame you.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers.
Oh, fair enough.
My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room.
I think this is where the issue comes in, though, because it's like, as depressing as it is, you probably should have passed away by now, but you're kind of being kept in this life and death area, you know?
My true appearance. Yeah. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Yeah, that's kind of where it gets a bit weird, but who knows, man? Again, it's this, like, gray area.
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
Yeah, I can understand him. This is the one that I can understand the most.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
Yeah, but let's not forget that this sweet dream is being powered by a goddamn Stellaron.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
My guy, why do you have the ability to say the most sus things ever, and then you have that smug smile on your face? Meet the other Robin. Oh great, we're running into Sparkle.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady.
Hello, Sparkle.
Wait, is that me? Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Come on, your performance needs to be better, alright? I can already tell that's Sparkle.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
Like, even your brother is incorrect. It's like, brother. That's how she says it.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
She did indeed.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. and they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Yeah, seems about right. Also, don't forget to mention that you gave them a bunch of detonators to a bunch of bombs.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
I don't think she's gonna miss the explosions that she's set up.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
Well, let's not forget the fact that you were also doing something significantly worse.
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning?
Yeah, reveal it, Sparkle.
I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage.
True.
After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony.
So maybe it is gonna be Sparkle that's gonna be singing on stage.
Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Nah.
Stop it.
Hey man, Sparkle's great at getting under people's skin.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
Nah, let her stay. She can cook.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this.
Don't trust your brother.
Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness?
No. I think that's a pretty obvious answer.
Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin.
Yeah. The so-called fireworks, eh? I mean, we've already seen it with like a bunch of the side missions anyway in Penacony. People are depressed as out in Penacony.
Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show.
I bet. Then it is to both.
It'll be thrilling. Bang!
I love her so much, man.
In the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Alright.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts.
Adorable.
Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Oh, so she was away for quite a while then.
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother.
Yeah, so how long was Robin away then? Because I thought she was only away for like maybe a year, but it must have been a lot longer than that.
The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
But to some people, that's all they need.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
Yeah, okay, the old man, bit of a grey area, like, but that's like what, like 1% of cases?
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state and his fate is sealed.
Yeah, true.
Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
I can answer that. It's that, taking their future away from them. It's already been, like, established in the side missions. Yeah, it strips you of your dreams.
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future.
Nah, Sunday, dude. Something's happened to you, man. I don't trust you.
The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death.
Ah, going back to this, eh?
Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Symbolism.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you.
That's depressing, but it wouldn't also surprise me that maybe the Dream Master killed it.
Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
Jesus, man. You could have just left that out.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason.
Still, it had free will. You know, it had the freedom to do what it wanted.
Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
And again, it might be a situation where it might have survived longer on its own if they never took it in. If they never took it in the first place.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
See, when characters talk like this, like I said before, sometimes it goes over my head. This is one of them.
Let's take the Astral Express as an example.
Us.
The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey.
Yeah, but that opportunity was like still provided to them. They still had like the freedom to do what they wanted. At the end of the day, it is still like your own experience, picking your own path. That's the whole point of the Nameless. Maybe the path that you choose is you leave and you become like a small-time helper somewhere. It is what it is. You're still living your life.
That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
It is what it is, man.
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
What I'm guessing he's getting at is that he wants to be powerful enough to, you know, protect his sister, since we already know that he wants to keep her pretty much in a cage so he can protect her.
While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime.
So?
Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
I mean, fair enough. Gallagher did call him a control freak, so... Was it Gallagher that called him a control freak, or was it Aventurine? Because he pretty much wants control of his own future.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated.
Like, I think dreaming is fine and it can be good, but when it comes to the point where you're escaping reality through dreams, that's when it becomes an issue. And that's pretty much what Penacony is doing, or well, the sweet dream of Penacony is doing. It's kind of manipulating those people. So yeah, this Penacony needs to go.
In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
Yeah, but at least they're living their life.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
I don't know, Aina, the one that was absorbed by Izipe. I'm pretty sure Aina was also a control freak, right? Oh, they were someone that controlled a lot. Actually, you know what? Let me search this up. Yeah, Aina was the Aeon who represented the path of order. Who knows?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Okay, what are you trying to get at?
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Trustful boy.
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
So I'm guessing Dominicus is the boss that we saw in the 2.2 trailer.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Fair play.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
See, this seems wholesome, but when he's like kind of saying the same thing now, it seems like it seems very suspicious.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
Ah, something bad's gonna happen.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Practice.
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
And that's how it began, eh? Back to the Trailblazer. 8 system hours until the festival.
Better than I thought. Any results?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Okay, are we just not gonna see it?
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete.
Wait, did we see it? I don't think we did, unless I've just had my memory erased. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting.
But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread.
That's the path of the Trailblazer.
Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Yeah, and plus, look at this squad. Girl army.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough.
That ain't gonna work, let's be
Regardless of
honest.
whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals, and won't grant us an upper hand.
I mean, they're not gonna accept any negotiation anyway.
Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action.
Now we're talking.
We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
Yes, sir. See, this is a much better plan.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
We can brute force it easily. Let's be real. We have Firefly here. It would be very easy.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
Go for it, match. Looks like we have one more ace up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke. Yeah. Genuine!
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu?
Because we know he's gonna appear.
So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soulglad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand.
So what, dress up arc? We're just gonna take a detour, you know, real quick. Get everyone dressed up in, you know, good outfits.
As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin.
Okay,
not that
Match.
that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
I think we definitely know what Match wants, eh?
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club.
Well done, Match. Well done.
To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
Bro, you could have just asked her when she was here. Like, it wasn't that difficult. Also, I feel like this is a very long method that we're using.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
You know what? Screw it. Why not? Let's go for it.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
Yeah, get Gallagher in a suit. Well, get Gallagher in a much more tidy suit.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character,
yeah.
I've already completed my final mission.
For
Whether
break.
Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
He knows what he is. He's gone too far.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
Sick.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunters' objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
I mean, we already know that Stellaron Hunters are good people, so at this point, there's no reason to doubt them.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
Sick.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
First, we need to dress up, win a contest, and then we get the hype scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorch Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and dream chasers shine, all under the watchful eye of the entire universe. If you have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear friends, the next superstar of Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
Way!
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Hell yeah, dude! Yeah, sure.
Is he talking about us?
It's wild to think that, you know, we have like pretty much, we pretty much have a festival where everything is about to go down. There's bombs planted everywhere. We have a bunch of scary people that are going to be there. And then we're just taking a detour real quick to, you know, dress up and win a contest. It's a whiplash, so to speak. Yep, especially Himiko, goddamn.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
I already hate it here, but you've got some banging music.
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
I know that voice.
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
I hate you all already.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
Bro, you're all just plants. Go away. You don't actually mean any of this.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty, the beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
God, I want to punch everybody here.
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brotherland's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners. But if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
God, do we actually need to do this? I'm already going insane.
People are pouring in. It kind of feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way.
Alright, now who's showing up now?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Ideen Lida. My four friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Damn, man's got that classic NPC design.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Oh, saw, dude.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Nah, screw it.
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Yeah, Firefly's identity is the one that needs to be, like, a secret. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show in this pivotal moment of our story? Thank you.
Given the situation, this is our best hope. Let's just get it over with quickly.
Thank you. It's such a whiplash.
Hello, everyone. I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Uh-huh, ordinary, sure.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
Very unique.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me.
Sure, let's, you know what, let's see what they do with this. Sure.